This bird has killed people with a single kick, and the scariest part, it can't even fly. Would you believe that something so beautiful could be deadly? A bird with vibrant feathers, a sweet song, and elegant looks. More lethal than a lion or a venomous snake? That's right. Forget everything you think you know about predators. Today, we uncover one of nature's greatest mysteries, the true identity of the most dangerous bird on Earth. It doesn't hunt from the shadows, it doesn't need fangs or poison, but when it feels threatened, instinct takes over. Get ready to dive into a world where grace and danger go hand in hand. And if you're already curious, hit that like button, share with your friends and subscribe, because this journey is going to surprise you from start to finish. Our search for the world's most dangerous bird takes us deep into one of Earth's last wild frontiers, thick tropical forests, where the air clings heavy with moisture and strange calls echo through ancient trees. It's in this almost prehistoric landscape, where nature reigns untamed, that we meet our first and most intimidating suspect, the cassowary. Largely unknown outside Oceania, this towering bird rules the dense rainforests of Australia and New Guinea. Picture a creature nearly 2 meters tall, weighing over 70 kilograms, built like a tank, and walking with the poise of something ancient. Its black, armor-like feathers seem to absorb light, while its neck flashes electric hues of blue and red, as if nature itself painted a warning. And atop its head, a bone-like helmet called a casque, whose true function remains a mystery. Some believe it helps part the thick underbrush, others think it amplifies low-frequency calls, and some say it's a natural weapon. Among local tribes, the cassowary is seen as a guardian of the forest, a spirit of the wild that demands respect and punishes intrusion. But does its size and threatening appearance alone make it the most dangerous bird on Earth? Or is there something even darker lurking behind those primal eyes? The cassowary's appearance alone commands respect, but few realize that beneath its almost mythical look lie natural weapons straight out of a survival horror story. That helmet-like structure on its head, known as the casque, isn't just for show. It acts as a built-in shield, protecting the bird's skull as it charges through dense jungle foliage. Some experts even believe it helps amplify the deep, low-frequency calls cassowaries use to communicate over long distances, nature's version of a subwoofer. But the real danger lies much lower, in its legs. Thick, muscular, and coiled like springs, each leg ends in a foot with 3 toes, and the inner toe is armed with a true biological weapon, a dagger-like claw, curved and sharp, reaching up to 12 centimeters in length. When threatened, the cassowary doesn't hesitate. It jumps and delivers a lightning-fast kick with lethal force and accuracy. These kicks can shatter bones with ease and, in rare cases, have even resulted in human fatalities. Unlike predators that attack for food, the cassowary strikes to defend, and when it does, it transforms from a silent shadow into a projectile of pure rage. Nature is full of contradictions, and the cassowary is one of its most striking. Despite its prehistoric armor and formidable strength, this giant bird is, most of the time, shy and solitary. In the shadows of the rainforest, it roams quietly, feeding on fallen fruits, fungi, and small invertebrates. It avoids confrontation. It doesn't seek conflict with humans, but what makes the cassowary truly dangerous isn't how often it attacks. It's how unpredictable it is when it does. When it feels cornered, provoked, or, most dangerously, when it's guarding its chicks, its calm facade vanishes in an instant. The bird stands tall, flares its vibrant neck, and without warning, launches forward with explosive fury. Indigenous communities in Australia and New Guinea have understood this for centuries. To them, the cassowary is more than just a bird. It's a forest spirit, sacred, powerful, and never to be underestimated. Ancestral stories tell of hunters who vanished after crossing its path, of warriors driven back into the jungle by a single devastating kick. These aren't myths. They're warnings passed down through generations, as if the forest itself were saying, "Here, respect is not optional." From the dense, shadowed rainforests of Oceania, we now land in a completely different arena, the vast African savannas, where the winds sweep across endless grasslands and predators lurk in the tall grass. Here, roaming alongside herds of wildebeest and beneath the scorching sun, lives the largest bird on earth, the ostrich. It cannot fly, but that's no weakness. Standing at up to 2.7 meters tall and weighing over 150 kilograms, the ostrich is a feathered giant, but its true strength lies in its legs. Long, sinewy, and powerfully built, they are nature's perfect tools for two things: escape or destruction. Capable of sprinting up to 70 kilometers per hour, the ostrich can outrun nearly every predator and even rival some vehicles in a race. That insane burst of speed is its best defense, but not its only one, because when cornered, the ostrich becomes the threat. And in those moments, this seemingly harmless bird unleashes a force most wouldn't expect from a creature that can't fly. When running isn't an option, the ostrich doesn't back down. It strikes, and in that instant, it transforms from a sprinter into a living weapon. Each of its legs ends in just 2 toes, a unique trait among birds. The larger toe is armed with a thick, sharp claw, resembling a curved blade, capable of slashing through flesh and muscle in a single strike. When threatened, the ostrich pivots, lifts its leg, and delivers a kick with deadly precision, a strike designed by evolution to kill. The force behind it is enough to shatter human bones and has even been known to seriously injure predators like hyenas. Picture a footballer's strongest kick, now multiply that by 10. Fatal attacks on humans are rare, but they do happen. Farmers, wildlife rangers, and unsuspecting tourists have been injured, or worse, by getting too close to a nest or young chicks. Like the cassowary, the ostrich doesn't seek conflict. But if cornered, it becomes a creature to be feared, because in nature, even the flightless can fight back with terrifying power. Our journey through the world's most dangerous birds now takes us to a more surprising setting: the coastal skies of South America, where a graceful-looking creature hides a truly explosive temperament. Meet the booby goose, a large aquatic bird admired for its striking plumage and elaborate courtship displays. In flight, it looks like a brushstroke of elegance, soaring over the sea. But when it comes to protecting its own, beauty takes a backseat to fury. Unlike the cassowary or the ostrich, the danger here lies not in claws or brute force, but in territorial aggression, especially during the breeding season. Male boobies become fiercely defensive sentinels, attacking anything that dares approach their nests. Other geese, raptors, ground predators, and even unsuspecting humans. With loud honks and puffed-up chests, they charge forward in bold, fast strikes, as if to say, "You are not welcome here." When a trespasser nears the territory of a booby goose, there are no friendly warnings. What follows is a sudden burst of sound and movement, loud honks, wings flared in threat, and a precise strike. These birds wield their strong, serrated beaks like natural weapons, biting, pecking, and jabbing with startling speed. The attacks are often aimed at the face or hands in fast, repeated bursts. Though rarely dangerous to healthy adults, these confrontations can pose a real risk to children, the elderly, or those with limited mobility. The level of aggression depends on several factors: the distance to the nest, the number of chicks, and even the individual goose's temperament. First-time parents in particular are notoriously impulsive, defending their young with near military intensity. During spring and summer, when breeding season peaks, such attacks become far more frequent. So keeping your distance from a booby goose's nest isn't just smart, it's essential for your own safety. Not every threat comes with claws or crushing kicks. Sometimes the greatest danger comes from sharp minds and calculated actions. Among the treetops of North American forests lives a bird that proves exactly that, the blue jay. With striking cobalt blue, black and white feathers and a harsh, piercing call, the blue jay may appear harmless at first glance. But behind that vivid beauty lies a surprisingly cunning mind. This medium-sized bird is renowned for its opportunistic and predatory behavior. It watches, learns, and strikes when the moment is right, exploiting other species with ruthless efficiency. Blue jays are often seen raiding the nests of smaller birds, smashing eggs and devouring defenseless chicks. They don't rely on brute force, only timing, stealth, and instinct. It's a quiet threat, but no less real. For many creatures of the forest, danger wears blue, and it watches from above. The blue jay's cleverness doesn't stop at nest raiding. It's also fiercely territorial, especially during breeding season or when food is scarce. In these times, blue jays become feathered fighters, launching sneak attacks on rivals, even larger birds. With quick dives, sharp pecks, and relentless screeches, their loud cries echo through the trees like a warning, "I rule this branch." Though they rarely pose a threat to adult humans, blue jays won't hesitate to strike if their nests are disturbed, and when it comes to deception, they excel. Blue jays are capable of mimicking the calls of other birds, even predators like hawks, confusing enemies, scaring off competition, or manipulating entire flocks. This vocal mimicry is one of the smartest defense mechanisms in the wild, a reminder that not all threats come with brute strength. Some deceive with brilliance. After diving into the worlds of the mighty cassowary, the explosive ostrich, the territorial booby goose, and the strategic blue jay, one question still lingers. Which of these feathered creatures deserves the title of the most dangerous bird on Earth? The truth? Danger is never one size fits all. It depends on the context, the victim, and the instincts involved. The cassowary, with its prehistoric aura and deadly claws, is a jungle juggernaut. The ostrich, fast and fierce, proves that wings aren't needed to dominate. The booby goose, volatile and unpredictable, shows how brutal parenting can be. And the blue jay, clever and cunning, reminds us that brains can strike silently. In the end, maybe the most dangerous bird isn't the strongest, but the most unpredictable. What about you? Which bird would you crown as the deadliest? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you were surprised by any of them, share this video with someone who needs to see the dark side of the bird world. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because here, every feather hides a story. See you on the next flight.